Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is mentor Faiza Shaikh. English literature is the literature in which distinctly written in the English language as opposed to different languaging. English literature includes literature composed in English by writers not necessarily from England nor primarily English speaking nations too. So let's start the class. Today I'm going to discuss the Dr. Samuel Johnson. As you know that we have discussed the period of new classicism in the last videos, and after we have been discussed the Samuel Johnson, the age of the Johnson. So now discussing the Dr. Samuel Johnson. He was playwright, poet, novelist, dramatist, epistocracy assistant, and he is the great man, great essayist Irish. He was the prolific writer due to the unsuccessful attempts at law, mystery, and medicine, pedagogy, and the acting. So he wrote deductions and describes following verses with the uncovered image and subtle brilliantly. So Dr. Samuel Johnson era started 1709 to 1784. He was great tower of the talented, and he introduced high ideal of the literary diction and theme into the realms of English literature. He was symbols of classical doctrines. Dr. Johnson basically didn't appreciate the beauty of the nature and the excellent melancholies of the romantic poet. In judgment of romantics, he was not only formal but partial. He used to mostly moral and favorable values of the like Pope's Dryden's, and he did not like Spencer's, Milton, Gray. So further discussed, he had a literary circle, literate teachers. Literary works he produced, Razzles, which was produced in 1759, Princes of Extrovert of the Abyssinia, the Ramble Dictionary, Lives of the Poets, The Vanity of the Human Wishes, London. Basically, the London, it is written in the heroic couplet, which is a series of sober and powerful. It portrayed the venture and the sense of the city life. It is a good poem, and also rhymes and meters too. So Dr. Johnson was a great writer, novelist, and critic. So here going to discuss the style of Dr. Samuel Johnson. Basically, the style of Dr. Johnson is pompous and bombastic in the use of words. So the Rambler, it was also work of the Dr. Samuel Johnson. So the Rambler, it is periodical or journal by the periodical magazine. The Spectators, written by the edition and the steals through joint efforts. Basically, Johnson was a conservative, had influence of the Augustine schools of the moralities, and with the common sense, he faced all the realities of the life, boldly strong, Religion's Faith. Periodical is a magazine published at the regular intervals, such as the monthly of the quantity and quality too. So, further discussed, uh, he never received medical degree. Basically, he traveled to many years until settling in London. Finally, turned to the alternatures, and Goldsmith also lived a few willing lives of the gambling and the generous extravagance that kept him dead. Samuel Johnson was a great admirer of the Smith work because his style is witty, simple, but grateful. So, further discussed about the work, he is a gentle master too, and many writers appreciated to him throughout the work. So, in this era, he liked the Goldsmith. He was a hack writer and he wrote literary works for the livelihood, so that he is also known as the poet Byles. So he also joined brilliant literary circles and got a great fame by writings. So he traveled more. So he discovered many things and many styles too by writings. So he traveled more. So he discovered many things and many styles too. So his style was simple, soothing, spontaneous, quiet, and fluent. He earned much more than the Johnson. So his work was um, glorious and pompous and magnificent too. So this is all about the Samuel Johnson. Samuel Johnson, he was a great and clever man too in the English literature too. So I hope you have been getting so much to hear. So inshallah next video we will discuss the new writers too. He that is belong to the English literature too. So now I'm going to permissions कि टू वाइंड अप करते हैं क्लास को, इजाज़त दीजिए. बट यू शुड बी लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड comments too, because it is very interesting writer and all videos are discussing very interesting literature of English. So I hopefully you have been understood and very well. इजाज़त दीजिए. अल्लाह हाफिज़.